Alright, hello everyone. We're going to do Dark Eldar versus Dark Eldar, a little turf war that we're still playing out with our 1750 contest champion lists. It's going to be General Bass, and he's got his Dracula list, which has, you know, grotesques and other featured items that I'm sure you're going to love. And then I'm playing my Dark Eldar list that's pretty much same old Prophet list. So rolling for mission. We're playing on time, on target. It's capture and control, dawn of war, and then you each choose the other guy's VIP unit that can score another objective uncontested if it's within 6 inches of either objective. So it's a neat little mission. I've lost it before. You know, it's a tough mission to win if you don't play it right. So very interesting mission. We love it. And we're having a little turf battle between the two Dark Eldar armies here. And let's see here. General Bass has gone first. He chose this side of the board. His VIP unit is that unit with the homunculus with the webway portal. And he chose my VIP unit to be a homunculus with one of the witch units. It's in reserve. My whole army basically is in reserve. I have a unit of Trueborn and then 2 Ravagers and a Razorwing coming in from reserve. Or not coming in from reserve, driving on the board first turn. But everything else is in reserve. So that's how we're playing it by the book today. Haven't done the Dark Eldar army for a little bit. And now we're just kind of trying to ramp it up for the next contest champions, which is in about 4 weeks. It might be closer to 5 weeks, but just barely. General Bass's army's on the board. It's got his homunculus unit here with the webway portal down. And then Void Raven Bomber, Razorwing Jet Fighter, 2 witch units there, and 1 in the Venom, 1 in the Raider. I'm about to turn it over. I got a Razorwing on the board, 2 Ravagers, Raider with Trueborn. That Raider has a flicker field, but everything there went flat out. The Razorwing, you know, went supersonic, so it went 36 inches. But everything went, you know, the other 2 went 24 inches each to get where they're at on the board at the bottom of 1. And then we got General Bass's army over here. There's his VIP unit with the webway portal, Deadly Void Raven, Deadly Razorwing. He's got a Witch Squad in the Raider, another Witch Squad in the Venom there, and then this Venom's empty right now, but those, you know, this rack unit with the homunculus is going to jump back in there. So definitely got deadly shooting going on over on that side, but he doesn't have a whole bunch of lances. That's all lances in his army, pretty much. He's got the Raider, the 2 jet fighters, so it's going to be his turn. Everything of mine went flat out. I've got a bunch of other stuff in reserve. We're going to the bottom of 2. General Bass got both of his witch units in from reserve. So he's got a grotesque unit with Archon still in reserve on foot. This unit is the other witch unit inside of a Venom. He's got his homunculus rack unit back there in the other Venom. Void Raven, Razorwing moved into the middle. Took shots over here at the Trueborn Raider. He hit with some, you know, 2 lances pinned with them, but made cover saves from going flat out over here, which was really great. And then he ran his witch squads there in the middle, so he's got the middle of the board there with all his stuff. You know, grotesque in reserve. I'm about to roll for my reserve. Top of 3. Prophet Army had Witch Squad, that is the VIP unit, come in out of reserve. Used its other sails, went 35 inches flat out, and then a rack unit in the Venom came in over here, shot at the Witch Squad, did a bunch of casualties. Razorwing shot the other 2 Witch Squads, did not a lot of casualties, but they both went to ground to take a lot of really great cover saves. Ravager over here blew up the Witch Raider. Trueborn inside the Raider here blew up the Witch Venom, and then Darklance on the Trueborn Raider took out the Splinter Cannon on the Razorwing Jet Fighter over there. So really good shooting for me. The only thing that actually whiffed was the Ravager that shot at the Void Raven. You know, everything else just like pounded away, and then, you know, he missed with all 3 of his Dark Lances. So that was, you know, good shooting for me for the most part. You know, got his troops out and pinned a bunch of stuff. Did some damage on this squad that's going to be able to probably get to me this turn. So anyways, that's what we got going on. It's top 3. General Bass needs to roll to see if the Grotesque and Archon squad comes in, and they are not in on a 1. So I think that is actually pretty good for him. So that's what we got going on. Both the VIP units are on the board. They're both kind of in the exact opposite positions here, which is kind of neat. And we got our 2 objectives on the board. Remember, if the VIP units get within either objective, 6 inches of either objective, then they score an additional objective that can't be contested. So it's a very interesting game, you know, Dawn of War, capture and control with the extra VIP unit. So here we go, top 3, bottom of 3. General Bass did not have his grotesque come in, which was probably good.
Yes,
maybe,
definitely.
you know, maybe if they come in, you probably could have pressed the attack, but because of the mission here, probably works out in his favor. So he scooted his Razor Wing and his Void Raven over to the left over here. Void Raven took some good sniper shots at the Witch Raider in the back here, the VIP unit. Hit him with 2 missiles, both lances, 2 pens of glance, saved both pens. You know, moved flat out, and then the glance destroyed the dark lance. So really awesome. Trueborn Raider took some shots from the Razor Wing over there. I think 1 missile or 2 missiles and 1 missile and you know, 2 dark lances, and they all bounced off, 1s and 2s to penetrate. Venom over there moved, you know, as far as it needed to, and that's pretty much it. These witches moved into this ruin, so he's got guys around both objectives basically. 2 witch units on both objectives. His VIP unit is back there on that objective too, and his heavy supports, you know, in the center and the back. And he's still got grotesque coming in. They can come in from that webway portal that you know, is conveniently placed basically right in between both objectives. So great game. You know, you see my little circle of wagons going on over here in the corner. Kind of maybe can attack both objectives or one of them really hard. So you know, we definitely got you know, right in the middle of the game. It's bottom of 3, and I'm about to see what happens. One of us is gonna have to, you know, start doing stuff. I'm afraid to kind of go in there yet, so I'll probably just pound on the witches somewhere until the grotesques are on the board, and then once they move around a little bit, then I can start making decisions. So that's what's going on. I moved this Ravager and the Trueborn unit up on this side and smashed the Void Raven. Didn't really do a lot of damage, but I did end up immobilizing him, and then I think shaken, so he can't move, can't shoot, and is immobilized. So, you know, effective. And then I'm pretty sure the Razor Wing from either Dark Lance or from this other Ravager can't shoot, but can still move and do everything else. You know, didn't do any damage to him, so but can't shoot, which is good. And then these other 3, you know, the Razor Wing and both racks or both Venoms over here pounded on these 2 witch units, killed the smaller witch unit, but the other witch unit didn't even, or I did do one, but he made all sorts of cover saves in there. And then over here I didn't touch anything, so I did move my, you know, Incubi Archon unit in the middle there with the skull, and both witch units over there flat out, but didn't do any damage to anything over there. So still got a game, and we got to roll to see if the grotesques come in, and that's what we got going on. So thanks for watching. Shutdownmind.blogspot.com. 40k Nation. It's gonna get really bloody here real soon. So
that's right.
Game's
going
gonna
down right now.
Game's gonna start wrapping up.
Grotesques and Archon are coming in.
Grotesques are in on a 3. So things are definitely gonna start happening. We got everything on the board now, and you know, I've definitely been pounding on, you know, General Bass's army here as far as my shooting goes. You know, you can definitely see that there's definitely more shooting, but you know, his army's just taking the beating. You know, I've only killed 1 witch squad. That's all that's really happened. I killed a couple vehicles, but only 1 really witch squad is down. So that's how it is. Alrighty, going into the bottom of 4. Pretty uneventful direct turn. You know, the grotesques came in, ran over towards this objective. He's got, I guess, 3 witches in there that had gone to ground the turn before.
Yeah,
Void Raven had been immobilized and couldn't shoot, but now is going to be able to shoot, but is still immobilized. Razor Wing back there couldn't shoot, but was able to move, so he supersonicked back to the corner. And then he pushed forward with his witches behind this, you know, poison manufactorum or whatever it is.
That's the combat drug refinery.
Combat drug refinery.
That's the poison manufactorum.
And there's his VIP, you know, homunculus in Venom over there. So that's what's going on. Both armies are on the board. I guess, you know, Bass lost a couple vehicles and a witch unit, and that's what's gone on. It seems like there's been a lot more action, but there really hasn't. So I'm going to shoot at him a whole bunch and try and assault the hell out of something. So that's what we got going on. Bottom of 4.
This might get crazy.
Alright, we're going into top of 5. Prophet had a pretty good turn 4. Basically, we had, you know, the 2 raiders over here with witches. One was VIP. and then the other raider with Incubi. So everything moved over here, jumped out, except for the VIP witch unit. They stayed inside, and they're definitely within 6 inches of this objective over here. He's got this razor wing hanging out that's going to be able to shoot on his turn 5. Ravagers over here jumped over the grotesque. They're probably going to get smashed up, maybe not. They probably will get smashed up unless he goes in this direction, but I doubt he'll go in that direction. So could smash up the Ravagers and move over here really close, and then, you know, depending on how long the game goes, you might even be able to get back into this objective with those grotesques. So crazy stuff could go on with the grotesques, but, you know, probably not. But anyways, Incubi in here just destroyed the red witch squad. They ran away. They're like 9 inches away, and they'll run the whole game, so they'll run off the board. And then, you know, the Hecatrix inside of there, and the witches ended up killing the Homunculus VIP unit. So General Bass's VIP unit has died. Mine's alive and within range of a objective, and that's not contestable.
It's not contestable.
You know, so that's a big deal, and he's probably not going to be able to kill that VIP unit.
Two witches I can assault with.
Yeah,
but
like no matter what goes on, he's probably not going to be able to kill that VIP unit. So that's probably the game. So
we're gonna try and go for your real quick. That's the only
interesting game. We're going to call it, you know, one way or another. It was like we said, end of turn 3 and end of turn 4 were definitely the bloodbath turns. This witch unit still didn't die. It's got 1 witch left in it on this objective.
scoring.
I blasted it, you know, with splinter cannons for 3 turns, 4 turns, almost 5 turns straight, and didn't kill that unit. You know, and I did kill the other 2 witch units, but still. So it's definitely a very close game, and you know, we don't really know if it's over, but we're gonna call it either way.
We gotta go to bed.
Yeah, because it's, you know, it's probably a victory, but there's definitely.
It was really
I mean, check out these grotesques. Grotesque got an Archon in there with Phantasm, Grenade Launcher, and Agonizer. They got 2 Feeling of Pain counters already, or, you know, pain counters already. They start with it. 2 liquid fire guns in there, Flesh Gauntlet. So that, I mean, that unit, in it, there's a wound on one grotesque. So, I mean, really, because of where I put the Ravagers, I knew that was kind of a risk, but he could really just kind of hopscotch over to the other objective and smash things.
Yeah,
So, you know, there's definitely, like I said, there's chances of tie, and if somehow he could kill my Homunculus unit, which I don't think there's a lot of a chance, but he could definitely mobilize it, maybe he could catch him in a charge with the grotesques at the, you know, top of turn 6 or something like that. Probably not, though. So that's what we got going on. That was on time, on target. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to check out the list, shotdownmine.blogspot.com. You'll see the battle reports, you know, all over the place.